Hey everyone, it's Mac Frederick, digital marketing entrepreneur. I just wrote this article, 6 Digital Marketing Hacks for 2019. What I want to talk to you about is how to get more exposure, get more people to see it, read it, share it, and link back to it for SEO, content, and social media awareness. They say, if a tree falls in the woods, does anybody hear it? Well, if you write an article, does anybody see it? Does anybody know about it? And how do we get people to see and know about it? If you put all that time and attention into creating a really good piece of content, well then spend some time actually promoting it and getting awareness to it, and hopefully some SEO juice as well so that you can rank higher for it. You know, right now if I were to search for this topical keyword, I'm probably going to rank for it because it's a long topical keyword. However, right there we're first, 6 digital marketing strategies for 2019. That's because we have good domain authority and the blog's pretty well written to get better page authority. However, if we search just digital marketing strategies for 2019, we won't show up first because a lot of people are talking about digital marketing strategies for 2019. Point being, if we get more people to link back to this, share it, and affiliate with this article, then we could rank for this term, which is going to get a lot more search traffic, 196 million versus 242 million. That's wrong. I mean, this probably just pulled in more keywords synonymous around 6. But the latter is the better search term that's going to get better traffic. So what do we have to do? Let's reach out to the people that we linked from this article. Who did we talk about? Why did we talk about them? There's 2 ways to do this. And I'm going to show my friend Sean here, another digital marketing entrepreneur,
How you guys doing?
how to hack this system and track this system to get more exposure. So I made this whole video, 6 digital marketing hacks. I mentioned a couple outlets, but where the meat of the article, the meat of the blog is, within the content, the written contextual content of the article. So the 2 ways to get the exposure here are, 1, think about the article and what you're going to write about and who is going to read it and who you can link out to, and then talk to that other writer beforehand. Let's say, we'll take a bigger example. We could take Neil Patel. Before I write this article, I could go to Twitter or Instagram and I could try to get in touch with Neil Patel and be like, hey Neil, I'm writing an article about content for 2019. This is what I want to write about and I want to link out to you if you wouldn't mind sharing it, or do you have any comments or anything that you can add value to, and then you link out to them and then they share that. Neil is a bit of a beast. He's got a bunch of followers. He's really popular. So maybe you want to go with somebody not as famous, not as well known. You could go with Jay Bear here. What's up, Jay? Maybe we'll link out to you. Point being is I call it premeditated or post-meditated content distribution hacking. So maybe that's what I'll name this article in this blog.
Sounds good.
This would be post-meditated content distribution hacking 101. All right, so you take this article, long form content around these 6 tips, and there's a lot of people that we link out to in this. There's a lot of people that we mention, one of which being Neil Patel here at the top, but then we dig into some other outlets like Google Marketing Platform, Adobe, HubSpot, and more specifically smaller individual names, Eric Bernskild, Gary V's bigger, but then we have some other people below. The point is, we're going to reach out to these people, telling them that we wrote an article and used some of their content, and that we really love what they had mentioned and how we linked back to them, and they're sharing it on social media, and then they'll hopefully in return reciprocate that and share that. So you can put together a Google Sheet to track who you're reaching out to. Let's just say we'll start with Neil Patel, for example. Topic, we talked about content when I mentioned him. The backlink for Neil Patel could be this article, which I should probably use the open. So I've got a lot of stuff running, so my computer's running a little slow. Open link in new tab. This would be the backlink, author Neil Patel, Twitter. We go to Neil Patel, and just put all this stuff in here. It's just tracking your work. keeping yourself organized, knowing who you reached out to and who you didn't. All right. So a lot of Neil Patels out there. We're gonna go with Neil K. Patel. Email. And you can even hack an email. You could probably do neil@neilpatel.com. You could try a couple variations to find out his email. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Take this. We'll go to Twitter. I'm going to tweet to Neil Patel. Hey Neil. Oh, I love the content you made around the digital hacks and strategies for 2019. What you mentioned about content, video, and audio was so true and inspiring that I had to create a version of my own where I mention 6 digital marketing hacks for 2019 via we're over the text. We'll just get the conversation started here. We'll leave it at that. And then you could actually, what I'll do, you could go in here. It's just really getting on his radar. Where do I see? I just posted it. Hold on. So then you can just DM him too. And I'll just go to Neil. See if he allows a DM. Because you're not really allowed to DM so many people, especially if they don't follow you anymore. And you could even turn on notifications for him, stay up to date with him. Then we'll go over to Instagram. I'm going to connect. Add a note. I just messaged you on Twitter about your video blog mentioning digital hacks for 2019. I love your content and inspiration. So I decided to write my own and mention backlink you. If I can send that and then send him the link. You see what we're doing now?
Yeah.
We're letting people know that we're talking about them and giving them credit and giving them reference.
And for the people that have a budget, how much does this cost just to build your SEO? Is it really that expensive?
So what we're doing here is completely free.
Yeah.
Article where I mention your digital marketing.
Because some people that don't even know about SEO really don't know that it's free and can optimize it so much more than they normally do.
So this is all just like an organic approach to connecting with other influencers and writers. Influencers. And so by doing this, you can start building relationships and they can start sharing you and sharing each other, and you can build a network and a community.
Right.
So like for some lower hanging fruit, no offense to Eric, but we mentioned Eric in this article, so we'll pop out a tab for him and we'll just take his name here And he's somebody that's more likely because he's probably getting, what do we talk about it with him? He's probably getting reached out to a lot less than Neil Patel. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like less people are reaching out to Eric,
Yes.
being like, hey, I loved your article. I mentioned you in mine. Let me know what you think of it.
Right.
He talks about the rising cost of digital advertising. So I'm going to link that one out because that's the actual backlink. And that's what I mention is the rising cost of advertising, specifically with Google and Facebook. So by linking out to him, he's going to rank higher for people now searching for
his topic.
That topic, exactly, rising cost of digital advertising. And so that's going to give him credit and, make him more of an influencer and a thought leader.
And that gives you leverage per se, because then you can say, hey, I shared this, just like you hit up Neil Patel and say, would you mind retweet sharing it? And it's kind of
right.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Exactly. So now Eric, we can form a relationship where we're helping each other out,
right,
and providing value for each other.
Exactly.
I think this is his. Yep, there he is. Let's see if he's got a good following. And, he only has 2,000 followers. So by me reaching out to him here, he's probably much more likely to share it because he's getting some serious credit. Eric, I just started following you because I wrote an article around digital marketing hacks for 2019 and referenced your amazing article about the rising costs of advertising. I hope that's okay. Is to review. Oh, and I say here it is to review. Usually you shouldn't go in with like a hard ask, like, hey, can you share this?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, oh, dude, I don't even know you. Like, this article could suck,
You're just trying to provide value to them. Say, hey, check this out.
Right.
I also mentioned you too, so.
Throwing in a little GIF here.
Yeah, make things light.
Oh, I'm actually doing this wrong. Everybody watching, I'm doing this wrong. The one thing I'm doing wrong is I'm reaching out via Twitter from Momentum Digital and not my own account. So it's hard to build a connection from a business. So now I would go in and follow him from my own account. I wonder if I can DM him. Yeah, I'm still on Momentum. Eric Bernskill. Let's go in here, see if I can DM him. It'll let me. No, that. So now send him a DM on both Instagram and Twitter, so I could copy this and just paste it over in LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my tweet or a backlink to your website, but I'm going to leave it at that. I really appreciate your content and strategy when it comes to digital marketing. I just wrote a long-form article about 6 digital marketing hacks for 2019 and referenced your article about the rising cost of advertising. It was a perfect fit, and I have to say thank you and hope that I linked out to you and been promoting on social. Then I'll just paste that. Is that right? Nope. Let me paste the blog. Does all this make sense so far?
Yeah.
It's
self-explanatory.
Yeah. Yeah, you can only send. So I'm gonna copy this. He doesn't follow me. My phone is blowing up. Chill. Eric Bernskill. Yep, here he is. So now we're gonna connect with the note.
And it's really important to notice the detail that Mac's giving, because if you, for instance, if I am just DMing people saying share my content, it's less beneficial, and they think that I just want something from them.
Yeah.
Instead of just making a connection.
Right. Give, ask
Yeah.
is something Gary Vee and some others like to say. You could try to find them on like Instagram too. I'm doubting all these people will be on there, but just going from your personal account, and you can try Facebook. I have a reminder to call Tim Cook from Apple. No, I'm just kidding. Different Tim Cook. Burn Skilled. There he is. I might have to do this DM from my phone though. I don't know if you can DM from desktop. So I would just send him a DM there. Either way, I'm getting on this dude's radar. Like, he will know.
Yeah.
He will know that I wrote about it. So yeah,
That's awesome.
find them. Find them. Work with them. Become friends. Talk to each other. What if he hit me back already? I'm like, what's up, Eric?
That'd be awesome.
Research show.
That'd be this video.
That would make this video. We should have set that up. So yeah, and then you can say saving this over here also keeps it in a place where you know that you have people, so you don't have to go looking for them all again.
Right.
Eric at Eric. Just my phone is just blowing up right now. It's not okay. And you can do like email variations to find the right one. So that's another option. Obviously, like we're probably like 15 minutes into this video. It's a long process, but you do that with each one of these, and you're going to get a couple that hit.
Yeah.
Because I link out to a lot of stuff in here. And if it's something like an actual business, like Supermetrics, I link out to just their general article. It's better to link out to an actual page if it's relevant to the context and content of the article. And so, if we're linking out to, we'll just use Report Garden for example here. I think I just used their general, yeah. Which sometimes you can hit with these too. Report Garden topic, reporting tools. Oop. Just a backlink to the regular website. It keeps calling. Author, none. Twitter. Go here. Stop. Ooh, so they follow us. Long form article mentioning great report garden is for reporting. And then another way to do it too is you could post, you could do like a general post and tag a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Digital. Would be, you just tag them in an actual post too, and then they can just easily retweet it. Report Garden. Raven, shit, I forgot what it's called. Raven Tools, I think, yeah. Raven Tools and Supermetrics. See why here. Bam, stuff like that. So that's another way to get more of generic posts from businesses instead of actual like individuals.
Yeah.
Tagging them in the social content. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So you could hash this up a couple different ways like that, because that was just for reporting. You know, it didn't even go through like content or Facebook ads or any of that stuff.
Right.
So going through each one of these, giving them credit, linking to them, going through the DMs, going through the process of tagging them all in here, you know, putting all this information, like you're going to have a few that hit and a few that link back to you. And then you're going to pick up that digital traffic, that backlink recognition, and you're going to start getting some authority on all that content.
And from the backlinks that you don't get, would you consider trying a second time or third time even, or just moving on to some other backlink?
You're not going to get most of them. What I'd say is just keep it going.
Okay.
If it's a really good one that you think you definitely need, I'd say circle back in like a week if you get no responses.
Okay.
But just like keep the pedal to the metal. The bigger, better the content is from, the better the better your content is, the more you put into it, the more valuable it is. I'd say the more it's worth putting out extra effort.
Okay.
Like I was mentioning to you earlier, like less is more.
Yeah.
If you're not, see how many calls I've had since we started doing this? If you're just sort of going through the motions and the content's not that great, then don't need to spend much time on linking back to it.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, was it even worth it to put it together in the first place? All right, so this is a long form version of how to gain exposure through content and SEO marketing and awareness through using an existing content article or long form article that's towards a certain topic or subject that people can link back to or share socially. I hope this was helpful. Sean, was it helpful?
Most definitely.
Oh, we're losing our screen here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I think that's it. I'm going to make sure I can stop this recording now as my computer's going crazy. All right. I appreciate it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know. My name is Mac Frederick. This has been fun, and I'll talk to you soon.